Two guys in the dark.
I'm a paramedic in the New York City 911 system. We deal with a lot of abuse towards us, but this course of events had everyone there baffled. Depending on the night, we sometimes have to fuel up the ambulance at the gas station instead of our actual station. Like when it's really busy, or we are out on our main response area. We carry credit cards that are assigned to the truck and can only be used for gas or diesel. My partner and I are at the gas station at the pump 7. I go inside the store for drinks. When I come back out, a driver is screaming at my partner. I run over and ask what is going on. The driver had gone inside, put $40 on pump 7. He was actually at pump 8 on the other side. So when my partner swiped the card, it didn't activate. He pumped around $2 of the other guy's $40 before the driver started screaming. He realized that there was a mistake. He hadn't noticed because the pump had still asked for the odometer reading and truck PIN, even though it didn't take the card. We're not sure why. My partner is trying to apologize to this guy, give the guy the $2 from his wallet, but the guy didn't give him a chance to speak. He's just screaming at us. "You scammed me! Use your card to fill my tank all the way." It's a flatbed, so it has a big tank. We obviously can't do that, but my partner says that since he didn't notice, and it was his mistake, he has to issue reimbursing the guy from his own wallet and then filing a petty cash claim at the end of the shift. This guy is not having it. He just keeps screaming it to the point that one of the store employees comes out to see what is going on. By this time, I have already landlined dispatch, briefly explaining what's going on, and asked for a boss to come and try and rectify the situation. Dispatch heard the screaming in the background, decided to dispatch another unit to our location, as well as a boss and police for our safety. The guy goes inside to yell at the clerk for stealing his money. I follow him to make sure that the clerk is safe. We're on really good terms with the night manager, so we always feel like we need to keep her safe. The guy starts screaming at her, even after she offers him the $2 back. That's where it goes bad to "oh shit." This moron decides since he's angry, he's going to pull out his pocket knife and then threaten everybody. It does not work like he wants it to. I quickly hit my radio emergency button, which my partner hears and comes running, and speak over the air. "Distress code. I need PD now. He has a knife." In my area, when an ambulance calls a distress code, you get literally everybody. Every available ambulance, boss, and sometimes chief shows up to help. We end up with something like 12 ambulances, 2 bosses at our location within 2 or 3 minutes. We get almost the entire police precinct within 5 or 6 minutes. The guy does not have a good day after that. He ends up arrested because of the weapon, all over $2 that we said that we would gladly give him back. As we all know, every card reader is different. Ours is basically just backwards from every other one. One, you would like cash back. The screen shows which button to press for yes and for no. It's also a touch screen, so you can just touch yes or no. If you do want cash back and have hit yes or the green button, 1A, cashback fee, which is 95 cents. Do you accept? No for red, yes for green. 1B, enter amount of cash back. Do you want $20? Enter $20. Total, whatever your total is. Again, you press green if you accept this, or no if you don't. Then you enter your PIN. Fairly easy. Apparently for our customers, it's like rocket science. This is the usual scene after telling them their total. Them trying to hand me their card even though they need to swipe it themselves. And me pointing at the card reader and asking if they want to use debit or credit. Things like that. I ask the questions that the reader asks because our customers are all illiterate. Customer slides his card, immediately starts entering the PIN number, all while the machine is screaming at him to warn them that they have done something wrong. Customer asks me, "What? What's going on? What is it saying?" It's asking if you want cash back. Usually when they say yes, they get even dumber. No, he says. Alright, press the red button first. The red button? The customer asks me. But it says cancel. Are you sure? Yep. What I really want to say is no, I'm not sure. I have no idea what the hell I'm talking about. I don't even work here. I found this shirt. I embroidered my name on it and came behind the counter just to torture myself by helping morons like you. The customer slowly and reluctantly presses the red button. Press the green button to accept the total. The customer starts entering his PIN again. Reader screams at them once again. The green button. I didn't enter my password yet. We do the PIN last. Press the green button, sir. Finally presses the damn green button, for Christ's sake. Now enter your PIN number. This thing asks too many questions, or every one of these is different. They need to just make them all the same. That's just one of my examples. There's at least 5 different scenarios that I have. I won't bore you with all of them. My point is, listen to the damn cashier, or learn how to read. A woman was trying to use her card at the pump, but it kept saying that she wasn't approved, so she comes inside the store. This snotty bitch. Can I get $15 on 2? Sure. Is it debit or credit? Let's do credit. Okay. Do you have a matching ID? In a sarcastic tone. No. I stole this card. Are you kidding me? She tries to swipe the card. I need to see your ID first, ma'am. Okay. She looks in her purse for her wallet, sees that it's not there, walks towards the door to get it from her car while muttering curses at me under her breath. I roll my eyes at her. She comes back in 1 minute with a wallet in hand, opens up the wallet and holds it up to me to show her ID. I look a little closer to read the name, and she shoves it in my face. It is literally touching my face. I look up at her with a stare of, are you serious? Did you really just do that, bitch? Okay, go ahead and just slide your card. No shit. Confused look. Ma'am, I have to check ID on credit for your own safety in case someone does steal your card and then tries to use it. I understand. I understand completely. With the bitchiest tone that I've ever heard. Her card is then denied. I so badly want to laugh in her face, but I don't. It says that you're not approved, ma'am. There's no way. Okay. Put this on there. It's just enough to get to the next gas station. She slams a $5 bill on the counter. As she walks out of the door, she continues to mutter curses under her breath at me. I laugh with my coworker about the whole ordeal while she pumps her gas. She couldn't even do that. It stops at $4.61. I'm sure she thought that I stopped it just to mess with her. As she drove off glaring at me, I flipped her off. It felt real good. Last Wednesday, the hubby and I had to get out of the house for a little while. We went into town, had dinner, picked up a few things at the store, decided to head home. We needed to top off the car before leaving town, but we forgot. I suggested that we stop at the last gas station in town before hitting the highway. The last gas station on the way out of town is a creepy little Exxon. It's just off somehow. It's well tended, well lit, clean. It's just never seemed quite right for some reason. So Brad pulls up to the pump. I ran inside to use the restroom. Just as I finished drying my hands, someone rattled the doorknob and then knocked softly. I opened the door, but no one was there. I figured the lady must have darted into the men's restroom next door in desperation. Who hasn't done that a time or two? I shrugged it off and then went back into the car. As we were pulling out of the parking lot, Brad says something weird happened in this car while you were in the bathroom. The guy at the pump behind us had watched it happen too. I asked what happened. He told me that while he was pumping gas, the passenger door opened up all the way. Then the car lurched a bit, as if someone had just sat down. Brad was leaning against the car, and he assumed that I got into the car without him seeing me, until he leaned down, looked inside. The door was wide open, but the car was empty. The man at the pump behind our car was staring at the car door. Then him and Brad stared at each other for a second. Then they both went back to staring at the door. Brad went over, shut the door. The man finished fueling up his vehicle, and then left in a hurry. It was just after he drove off that I got back into the car. I would have loved to see the door opening and the car lurching, Sort of makes me wonder about that knock on the bathroom door and what that possibly could have been.
If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, like, and hit the bell for notifications on future videos and become a stalker of the night. And I'll see you next time.